There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
Is it divorce season? Because we can't help it, but we've noticed that all the celebrities are divorcing or have been separated for a long time. But they have been putting on this facade of being together, of having the perfect relationship, of having the perfect family. But guys, this is all false. It has been false. They've been lying to us. Without further ado, let's dive into the topic of today. I come bearing gist of the Smiths, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. You know, we all remember them after Will Smith gave Chris Rock a slap in the Oscars, right? And Will Smith he gave that slap because he was defending his wife. And in his own statement, he said, "Leave my wife's name out of your effing mouth," right? So one would wonder that any man who goes out to defend his wife in public in that kind of a situation, in that kind of a ceremony as big as the Oscars, will be a man who is deeply in love with their wife and are proving to everyone that they will go above and beyond to defend and protect their wives. But guys, we all found out now that it's all been a lie. They have been faking it. They have been faking it all along. Okay, Jada Pinkett Smith recently had an interview in which she revealed that she and Will Smith have been separated for 7 years. Since 2015-2016, between 2015 and 2016, they have been separated. But these two have been faking it. Okay, Jada Pinkett Smith is doing all this because she wants to monetize her pain, as she claims. She wants to monetize her relationship with Will Smith. She's putting everything out. She's washing her dirty laundry in public for money. For money, because it's just for money. Even the entanglement was for money. So guys, let's take a look at this video and see Jada Pinkett saying it as it is, with no shame, no disgrace.
All right, you guys. This is the first time I'm going to see the book. We're all together.
Okay guys, take a look at this video. You would notice that she has written a book, and in this book, she is a tell-all book about her relationship with her husband, Will Smith, right? And this is a video at her home, and in this video, all her kids are there, and Will Smith, her husband, and her mom are there, and she receives hard copies of her book, and they are celebrating the book. I wonder, like, it's embarrassing to see that Will Smith is celebrating the same book which trashes him, which disrespects him, which degrades him. I don't understand this too. Is it all about money? Or what is this all about? What is this all about? I mean, it's time for Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith to go away. This is enough. It's enough. Take a look at this video. How disgraceful, how demeaning, How disheartening to watch this. I can't stand this video. Take a look at it.
We're all together. I have not seen the book yet. We just got the first time.
And again, in this interview, she reveals that she and Will Smith have been separated for 7 years. Guys, watch her speak.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been...
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
So, guys, who on earth talks about their relationship of about 20 years, a marriage of about 20 years, talk about a period of separation and laugh about it? I think Jada Pinkett, to me, looks like she appears to be a narcissist. You know, she talks about, I mean, it's so difficult. I don't know how she manages to put a smile on this. Being separated from your husband for 7 years, your husband whom you have been with together for 20 years. How can anyone talk about the separation and have a smile on their face? The facade continues. You know, they've been putting on a facade. They claim they've been married for 20 years. And this is just what they're telling us. What if they've just been married to the public for 20 years, but they've never been together for the 20 years? Because, guys, we all know that Jada Pinkett has a history of cheating on Will Smith. There have been so many rumors of her having relationships with this, with that, with this person, with that person. So many rumors which have never been debunked. But the recent one, as we all know, she had a relationship with her son's friend who was sick, who was depressed, who came to them for support, for encouragement, and also for guidance. But she took advantage of this young man, and she had an entanglement with him. She had a relationship with him, which she terms an entanglement. Guys, take a look at this.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
You know, Esther Perel is coming to the...
You know, she talks about the entanglement with no shame. Like I already mentioned, Jada Pinkett is so she is unhinged, unperturbed when she talks about her cheating, when she talks about her relationship with other men, talking to her husband. And for one thing, why did she bring her husband to the red table? And why did Will Smith allow his wife to bring him to the red table? And why did Will Smith bring up the topic of entanglement to the red table? Guys, we all know these celebrities, like I already mentioned, like also in the case of Jeannie Meyer and Jeezy, these celebrities will go at any length to keep them relevant. Because Jada Pinkett Smith, we know that she was acting some movies. She has been acting before, but she has never been like an A-list actress. She's never been so successful in acting. So, you know, she acted and then she went off for a while, and then, you know, as a celebrity, people will know you. You'll be popular just when you're on screen, when you're everywhere, people seeing you. The moment you go behind the curtains, you are done. So for the only way that Jada Pinkett Smith could come back to the spotlight and could come back to make more money, because the celebrities are hungry for attention, for popularity, and for money and power. So the only way she could come back to the spotlight was to bring her superstar husband, Will Smith, and to the red table so that so many people would tune in to watch the red table. And this is like a juicy scandal about the Smiths, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, so many black families and so many families around the world, so many people around the world look up to them as a perfect celebrity family, as perfect Hollywood family, as perfect black Hollywood family. So many people will tune in to watch like what's happening, you know. The algorithms will bring the views and they will end up making money, so much money from Facebook and from social media in general. So they were just doing it for the money. But so will Will Smith bring himself from the top to the bottom because of money and power? Will he? Because Jada Pinkett Smith cannot just do these things on her own. She's been enabled by her husband. You know, if Will Smith never wanted that to happen, he wouldn't have come to the red table to sit there and wash his dirty linen in public. Because there's also rumors about Will Smith cheating with Margot Robbie. So Will Smith has had rumors of dating, of having been cheating with Margot Robbie, you know. So why would he come to the red table, which is his wife's show, and wash his dirty linen in public, you know, seeking sympathy from the public? Whereas you are the man of the relationship, you are the man of the house. How can your wife control you to the point where she will bring you to the public and flog you in front of millions of people around the world, if not for money? Because I don't understand these celebrities anymore. You know, Will Smith is big. Will Smith he's made lots of money from acting, from everything, and he is not satisfied. Him and his wife are not satisfied. They need to go to the extent of washing their dirty linen in public in order to make more money, to bring more attention to themselves. How low? Let's continue.
She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
No.
Did you notice how Jada Pinkett Smith disrespected her husband in public? Because she did this video and she put it online. That's why we could see it. That's why we could find it. She disrespected Will Smith. And we could hear Will Smith tell her that you don't need to put me in public, on full blast in public without asking me. You need to ask me if it's okay for you to do this. And then she says, do you guys see the foolishness I have to deal with on a daily basis? Like seriously. So this is utter disrespect. And this year, there's a video that she did, I think many years ago, but it resurfaced after she talked about the entanglement that she had with her son's friend, August Alsina, you know. And I can't help but notice that any woman who behaves in this manner is being enabled by her husband. Because if Will Smith didn't allow this to happen, it wouldn't happen. It would never have happened. So we see who wears the trousers in this relationship, in the Smith's marriage, is Jada Pinkett Smith. But is Jada Pinkett Smith vile? No, I wouldn't say 100% vile. You know, she has been enabled by her husband to do whatever she wants to do, you know. And now they claim that they've been separated for 7 years, guys. It could be more. For them to say 7, it could be more. Because, guys, do you remember when Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith were talking about how they had their kids, the second kid, how they had her? They said they were traveling to Mexico on a train and they got drunk And few days later, Jada Pinkett was pregnant with their second child together. And why do they have to get drunk in order for them to make a baby? Why? Too many red flags, too many question signs everywhere. Question signs everywhere. These two, there's something in this relationship which these two are not telling us, you know. And there are other instances where Jada Pinkett Smith on the Red Table is talking about having an open relationship. How can someone be married and then they are living in an open relationship, guys? There's nothing. I've been married for 15 years. It's not possible to be married and still be in an open relationship. You are either married or you are in an open relationship. You can't do both of them. Let no one lie to you. You can't. You either choose. If you want to be single, just stay single forever. If you want to be married, you have to sacrifice. You have to give up a lot to be in marriage. Marriage is not marrying yourself. It's marrying another person. So the book, Jada Pinkett's book, is ready to tell my side of the story. Which side of the story is she trying to tell? Which side? You know, there was a Red Table. She wanted views, she wanted clout, she wanted all the money from social media. She brought her husband to the Red Table and talked about how she wasn't satisfied being with her husband. She had an entanglement. She brought her kids and said her kids and like she has lived her life longing for her ex-lover Tupac, and now she got married to Will Smith and she's in a relationship with Will Smith, but she's not in a relationship because she had an entanglement with someone and they've been separated. They've never been married, you know, on and on and on and on and on and on. You know, what's going on? Can we just conclude that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have always been in an open relationship? They've never been married. They've never been serious. They just got together when they needed to make the babies and they had to get drunk before they could make the babies. Jada Pinkett Smith has never ever been in love with Will Smith. And Will Smith broke away from his marriage, from his first wife, because he wanted to be with Jada Pinkett Smith. And what happened along the line? What? Guys, don't ever be like Will Smith. As a man, you need to be the man of the relationship. You have to be the captain of the boat. Because if you don't captain your boat so well, it's gonna sink and the family is going to have a shipwreck. I don't understand this. I don't understand what's going on. Will Smith is a respectable, popular, one of the most popular black actors whom most black people look up to. We see him as a role model. He presents his family. Everybody looks at the family as the perfect black family. He's been married for almost 20 years or more, and you know, everyone wants to be like Will Smith. And all of a sudden, we now find out this has all been a facade. It has been fake. So which other celebrity relationships are fake? Maybe we now need to open our eyes really wide to see that all that we see online is not real, and all that we see and hear about our celebrities, our beloved celebrities, are all false. And Jada Pinkett Smith is never gonna stop. She's never gonna stop. She's gonna monetize every bit of her relationship, every bit of her life with Will Smith, until Will Smith puts an end to it. Until then, guys, let's enjoy the show. If Will Smith, as we saw him in the video celebrating Jada Pinkett's book, it means that he is on the same boat with Jada Pinkett Smith. Guys, what's happening here? Because these two are confusing my confusion. Okay, guys, what do you think about this? Feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, see you all. Bye.